All right, very well. We'll go on to number 4, levying assessments for Yuba City Landscape Maintenance District number 1. Looks like we have one recusal.
Mr. Mayor, I must recuse myself from this as I live in that area.
All right. Welcome, Ben.
All right, thank you. That's a tough act to follow. A lot of information. What do I got here? So tonight before you is in regards to continuing our doing an annual evaluation and continuing the assessment of the light and landscape maintenance districts in the city. So I have 3 items before you. The first one we're going to handle Zone 1, and then we'll, due to potential conflicts of interest, we'll handle 2 through 6, and then we'll go into the residential street lighting maintenance district. This is the second part of this annual process to basically review the budgets, conduct a public hearing for the public, and then set the rate going forward so we can put it on the tax roll for that. So to kick this off with a little background, we're going to start with Zone of Benefit 1, District 1, Zone of Benefits A and B. And so this is one of our original districts, 1 and A, that particularly has to do with North Stabler area, up there just to the northeast of, I guess, kind of the Jamie Road area, kind of that southeast quadrant, west of Highway 99, east of Stabler Lane, and then also 1B, which pretty much takes in that Shanghai Bend area and Garden Highway. And typical maintenance, really that's a picture of what these do, is that each property owner is assessed an annual assessment on their property tax, and it collects money, so we have funds for the city to manage the maintenance, the water costs, the pruning, damage to walls, ongoing costs for lighting, etc. And so the big difference, so we're going to have a public hearing after I talk and be happy to answer any questions. The big deal with this district that I want to highlight, and then we talked about a little bit last time, is that it was set up without a COLA, without a cost of living adjustment. And so what has happened over time is that if you look under the revenues, we're only bringing in, particularly for the 1B area, the Garden Highway area, this $65,802, this $29.50 per parcel per year, and it's been locked at that highest amount as far back as I could look. You know, in back 2008-9, the city actually went out with a Prop 218 process to try to add a COLA and to adjust the rate, and it got denied at that time by the taxpayers. And so with that, we've been subsidizing it because you could see the revenue of $65,000 versus the expenditures of $125. And and with that over the past, it's really been subsidized based on the basis that it's a gateway into the city. And so we're trying to maintain that level of service with there being different options to basically cut back the service or to maintain it at a lower level. And there's been real effort with the staff with it hitting the general fund since the recession, and what can we do to turn off water, minimize maintenance, adjust spraying in different areas, the different costs. And over the last couple of years particularly, we've been proactive in trying to shut the water off for 5 months out of the year and doing those different tasks to bring it down. But really it's been tough with just the cost to hire stencil to pick up garbage and do minimal weeding is pretty much at the same price as the revenue. It doesn't account material costs and administration. So with that, I wanted to highlight that just to show that where that's at, and then over the next year, either look at options where we're going to come back to council or adjust it through that year through the budget, that we either continue to bring in general fund revenue, we look at options to reduce service, or we go out for another 218 process where we look at different options on maybe we don't go out for the COLA plus an increase. It's just a COLA, some sort of way to try to bring that into alignment. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions. And I recommend you conduct a public hearing and then adopt a resolution confirming the annual budget.
All right, we'll go ahead and open the public hearing at this time. It is now open. If there are any members of the public who would like to address the council on the issue, please step up to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Hearing or seeing none, I'm closing the public hearing, and we'll take any comment from the council.
Mr. Mayor, before you do, could we confirm with the city clerk that there has been no protest letters received in response to this particular item?
We certainly may.
None received
Thank you very much.
on this one or any of the others.
And thank you, sir. Any comment? All right.
Through the mayor, I do. So if you were mentioning, Ben, if we did not approve the COLA, what would it look like in the maintenance of this in the future?
So it's up to the property owners through the Prop 218 process to approve the COLA. And so if the property owners decline that, then the maximum the city could set the rate is at that maximum that was established, which was $29.50 and $56.72 for those different districts. And so council's, a few options would be to reduce services where you could, stop providing water or landscaping, trash services, turn off lights. Maybe these two districts don't have lights, but there would be options. Basically, you reduce services, or you go out for another 218 to ask for additional revenues, or you fund it with other revenue sources.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we need to adopt a resolution or not. So I need a motion.
Through the mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to adopt a resolution confirming and ordering the annual levy assessments for the fiscal year 1920, Landscaping Lighting Act of 1972. And that's the Maintenance District Number 1, Stabor Lane and Garden Highway area.
I'll second.
I have a first and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tricia.
Trade you then.